Can we show that picture of the Undertaker again? I know Mr. Calloway, the real life Mr. Calloway, is one of your great close personal friends, but how would you describe his pants here?
Ooh, that's a big snake. Like a
This,
like an anaconda that they call. They thought slithering through the Danube River. They thought swimming through there, and they snatched that snake and they say, "You gonna be a pair of pants, bitch.
oh,
You gonna be a pair of pants for Undertaker." And they took his skin and they said, "Hey, yo, how about these? That look like an anaconda from the Danube." That's what they are.
those pants look like they're out of the Michael Hayes collection.
I do. So, did have we discussed since I talked about the military guys?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh goddamn, this is great. I know I'm not supposed to talk about current shit. This was so fucking awesome though. We did tribute to the troops recently,
Oh yeah.
and I am my family. My brother Tom and I were the only two that did not serve in the military because we
Did wrestling.
wrestling. Uh, but my father was 23 years in the Army. I had a brother that was 3 years in the Army, one 4 years in the Air Force, and the other one 3 years in the Army. I come out of the production office, and there's this huddle of guys that were talking to the Miz, and they go, "Oh my God, it's him! Oh my God, Bruce Prichard, oh my God, we love you, man. Oh my God." And Miz is like looking at me going, "Talking to the Miz here." They go, "Yeah, but can you introduce us to him?" And I walked over and I introduced myself to these fine gentlemen and I thanked them for their service. And they went on to tell me about how our podcast helps them get through some really fucked up times, man, when they're out on maneuvers,
Wow.
when they're stationed overseas. And I thought that was the absolute greatest compliment that I could ever get. That,
Absolutely.
that for our servicemen, that they listen to us, in the trenches. And these guys were so excited and they were so nice and they were just so wonderful. And right about the time, and I'm going, "Really nice to meet you guys. I got to run." And Michael Hayes is walking down the hall. And they look, and I go, "Hey," I said, "You guys know Michael Hayes?" And every one of them in unison goes, "Dun, dun, dun!"
They dooted Michael Hayes.
They
They
dooted Michael.
and they're in
And
uniform, so he can't say shit, right?
I'm on the floor. Well, he didn't hear it at first.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He keeps going. I said, "Hey, Michael, come here, man. I want you to meet some guys." And Michael comes down and he's standing there. I said, "Guys, I would like for you to greet him the way that you just did when you first saw him." And all of them in unison were "Doot, doot, doot." And Michael, I think Michael swears I put him up to it, but it was the funniest thing that I had seen. I don't know. That doesn't top the fact that they listened to us over there, but it does top the fact that it made my day that the guys that guard our country and make sure that we have the freedoms we have said "Doot, doot, doot" to the "Doot, doot, doot" man.
What a great story.
It was, yeah. It's funny. I'm sorry, I'm going to be all over the place on this one, Conrad.
I'm good with it.
But tribute to the troops. I never got to go overseas. I never got to go to Afghanistan. I never got to go to any of those places when we did those crazy trips. And I always wanted to. I wish I could have, but things just didn't work out at the time. And to be able to give back to the guys and gals that serve our country for no other reason other than to make sure that we're all safe and to make sure that we have the freedoms that we have. So hats off to the men and women of our United States services that support our country and take care of us. And that's very important to me, just because it's in the family. So it was pretty cool. I can see you.
I like that you're in a good mood, man.
That's gonna become my motherfucker today, maybe.
The Rock would after Rikishi ran Steve Austin over, and Steve Austin is going to kill Triple H because he dropped him in a car from a forklift. And well, you take the bald son of a bitch out with a car, that's what you do. But
Yeah.
sometimes a car gets dropped on you, or with you in it, however that saying goes. Some crazy stuff here happening in the World Wrestling Federation in 2000, but it is an all-time high for the company. WWFE, which is World Wrestling Federation Entertainment, reported a strong financial result from August and all the way through October, a 27% increase from 88.2 million the year prior to 111.8 million. And 98 is really largely remembered as like the turnaround of the WWE. 99 is well remembered for the strength of the business, but 2000 really just blows away the two prior years. Does it feel like at this point, 96, we're trying to find our identity. 97, we're getting some momentum, but we're not there yet. 98, it feels like we made it. We beat it in 99. We beat it in 2000. These are the best years you've ever had in the company at that point, no?
Up to that point, yeah, it was amazing. And when you think about the business as a whole, and for me as a kid growing up in Houston in a office on the corner of 1919 Carolina on the corner of Pierce and downtown Houston, just this one little office, then we had the Titan Towers. Now we have the unbelievable offices that we have now that are incredible. Yes, it blew me away. It blew me away the business we were doing. It blew me away that you could walk into a mall pretty much anywhere in the country and see an Austin 316 or a DX or Undertaker shirt or a Rock shirt of some kind. It was all around you. You couldn't escape it. And for me, I look at that and how you charter success. Well, when your shit's everywhere and people are buying it and they're talking it up and it's more than water cooler, it's everything. And yeah, it was a good time, and it was a time that we were also as crazy as a lot of it sounds, we were also trying to settle down and get away from some of the Vince Russo stuff, because we were learning. You grow and looking at, all right, are we gonna get a beer? Are we gonna get Jack Daniels or whoever? Are we gonna get a sponsor like that is adult advertising? Or are you going to go for Mattel? Are you going to go for Snickers? What's it going to be? And it was during this time that you're finding out how much more difficult it is to secure a adult beverage, if you will, and our demographics skewed much younger. The Mattels of the world were willing to pay, a lot of money to advertise on the show and to do business with you. And there was just so much more than your ego. There was so much more than, well, this is what we want to do. We want to draw a big house. Okay, man, those days were gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you want to have a great show and you want to do a rating and you want to draw a big house. But now you want sponsors, and you don't just want a sponsor. You want sponsors that are going to stick with you and be associated with your brand so that when you think about WWE, you think about a certain brand. And adding up those dollars and being able to get folks in that were professional and people that had the capacity to go out and get those kind of sponsors, saying, okay, yes, we can do that, but maybe we need to pull back on some of the more risque things that we've done. We tried to walk the line. We did a little bit of both, but as time would turn out, you would skew younger, and there was just more business wise. It was for business sense. It made more sense to skew younger.